precisely 13 days to go for your examination. Now is the time to think through what all have you done in past. Now is the time to have some smart strategies, to have some ninja strategies to win over your examination. Because at this stage, if you try to complete the entire syllabus, it is a Herculean task. Time is against you. Time is running against you. Time is not in favor of you. So for each of your subjects, you need some smart planning. You need some smart work. You need to know what chapters are important, what chapters are not so important, and you can lay less emphasis on the chapters which are not so important. But let me caution you at this point in time. Guys, it is really risky to leave any of the chapters. If you say that, I'll completely leave a particular chapter, you are heading towards a disaster. What do we mean by not so critical chapters and critical chapters? The only difference is that for not so critical chapters, you are not going to revise them again and again. But yes, you have to complete them at least once. It's not that you are going to leave them entirely. That is absolutely not the idea. So guys, time to have some smart analysis and some focused studies towards your examination and towards your subjects. Today, in this particular video, I bring to you my strategy towards paper number 19, Cost and Management Audit. Guys, I've already told you many times about what are the important chapters of Cost and Management Audit which are recurring in the past examination, what chapters will hold more weightage as compared to other chapters, etc., etc. This analysis I've shared on my YouTube channel several times. Today, I'm going to share with you a very specific analysis that I have typically done on two things. Number one, December 2021 examination paper. Number two, mock test paper for June 2022 examination. I've analyzed the entire paper. I've jotted down the marks which each of the chapter holds, and then I've summarized the marks according to the chapters. And then I have come to a conclusion on what are the important chapters which we should focus on for our June 2022 examination for our paper Cost and Management Audit, paper number 19 of CMA Final. So let's start the analysis. First, we are going to see what does MTP of June 2022 reveal to us. So MTP of June 2022, which has been released by the institute recently, it is a fully solved MTP, guys. So I'm not solving it on my channel. Many students are asking me, so why don't you solve this MTP? There's no point in solving because the suggested answers are given along with the MTP. So I'm not solving the entire MTP, but yes, I'm doing an analysis of the entire MTP, whereby I have jotted down each and every question and I've jotted down how many marks would that question pertain, which is apparent from the MTP as well. But the specific thing which I've done is I have jotted down from which chapter does this particular question pertain to. So for example, question number 1A, which is the MCQ based question number 1, the first question pertains to cost accounting standards. CAS means cost accounting standards. 1B is internal audit, the theoretical chapter which you have in your syllabus, internal audit. Third one is cost accounting standard. Fourth one is rules. Rules are the rules 2014 amended till 2019. Those rules. Internal audit, management reporting. Now this is a specific chapter which is there in my book, guys. If you are studying from my book, I've given a chapter known as management reporting, which is nothing but the management analysis, the technical analysis tools which are there. I've included in this particular chapter. So management reporting is that chapter. Rules, CAS, internal audit, XBRL, internal audit rules. Now what is the CAAS? CAAS is cost auditing standards, auditing and assurance standards. So we have four CAAS in our syllabus: 101, 102, 103, 104. So some questions are from this particular chapter as well, which I have written, and I have demarcated all the questions which have come in your examination in these particular categories. In all the chapters I have denominated these chapters. Alright, I have then summarized the marks of individual chapters. What does my summary reveal? What does my summary showcase? That is what we are going to study now. Alright. So guys, you will get a paper of total of 127 marks, including the optional questions. You will get a paper of 127 marks in all, containing all the chapters and all the questions which are covered in the MTP or the past examination questions. 127 marks total paper you will get. Now, in MTP of June 2022, I'm talking about the MTP of June 2022. In MTP of June 2022, cost auditing standards hold a whopping 8 marks. This is very unlikely the usual trend. Cost auditing standards generally do not hold a lot of marks, but this is a lot of marks for this kind of a chapter. So yes, this is a black goose that you really need to vouch for, really need to be cautious about, because the questions which have been appearing from this particular part, those questions might be little relevant and important, so you cannot completely ignore this particular chapter. Second one is cost accounting standards, and needless to say, cost accounting standards hold a very good weightage in your examination. Guys, this is on a lower side. Cost accounting standards can actually hold up to 21 to 30 marks in your examination, as it is apparent from the December 2021 examination paper, which we are just going to discuss. So please don't undermine this particular chapter, cost accounting standard. Of course, it is one of the most important key chapters. Cost audit program, the newly inserted chapter. This chapter has been inserted just last year, and this is not a very important chapter. It is holding 3 marks in the MTP which has been released by the institute. Okay, then comes the golden goose, the golden chapters of your syllabus, guys. The theoretical chapters which will hold a very high weightage in your examination: internal audit and management audit. If you refer to my book, then chapter number 8, chapter number 9, chapter number 10, these 3 chapters are included in these 2 topics. Internal audit, management audit, and management audit in different functions. These are the 3 theoretical chapters which are there according to my book. So these are the 2 important parts of our syllabus, guys. And yes, just look at the weightage which these 2 chapters command: 28 plus 23. These are absolutely theoretical chapters, but they command a very huge weightage. Now please don't give me those lame excuses. Sir, theory याद नहीं होती, सर हमसे रट्टा नहीं मारा जाता, हमको समझा लो, हमको practical questions करा लो, कर देंगे, इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Now it is now not the time to give me all those excuses, guys. Now is the time to perform. Now is the time to really put in your heart and soul to the given output, to the given targets, and to the given goals. I don't want to hear any lame excuses. If you're not able to learn theory well, please revise it thrice, 4 times, 5 times, and you will automatically be able to conceive those concepts in your mind, and you will be able to reproduce them in your examination. Don't worry about them. So these 2 theoretical chapters, they are undoubtedly very, very important from a cost and management audit perspective. If you are planning to leave these chapters, you are in for a disaster. Don't do that particular mistake. Guys, please, 28 marks and 23 marks, internal audit and management audit. And I will show you consistently in December 2021 examination also, similar trend was seen that these 2 theoretical papers, these 2 theoretical chapters held a very huge weightage. So yes, these 2 theoretical chapters, internal audit, management audit, will hold good command in your examination. Then management reporting, okay, this is the name which is given in my book. In my book, if you talk about the Institute Study Mat, the name which is given to this chapter is performance analysis. So this is the same chapter. So management reporting will definitely hold a good weightage in your examination, guys. What are the key things to look forward in this particular chapter? Guys, ratio analysis. Analysis of various kinds of ratios, basic ratios, guys. Current ratio, return on investment, return on equity, return on assets, turnover ratios, all these basic ratios and their analysis is going to come in the examination. If you have purchased my book, then in my book, there are certain practice questions which are given after this particular chapter. Most of the students tend to ignore those practice questions. Do not ignore those practice questions. Those practice questions which are solved in my book, those actually contain the questions which are relevant to ratio analysis. And of course, if you are following Institute Study Mat, they have detailed wide variety of questions of ratio analysis in the study mat. So do those questions very, very well. Ratio analysis is definitely going to command at least one question in your examination. It is definitely going to come in your examination, the ratio analysis concept coming from chapter management reporting. Alright, next one is professional misconduct. Although I always had an impression that professional misconduct will definitely hold 8 to 10 marks in your syllabus, but I was wrong. The trend which has been seen in recent past, MTP as well as December 2021 examination, professional misconduct is not coming for a lot of marks, guys. Only 4 marks, okay? So if you are having a basic knowledge about professional misconduct, you'll be able to sail through. So not a very complicated concept and not a very important concept. So you just brush it up and you are done, okay? Then of course, needless to say, rules are the most important chapter after cost accounting standard in your syllabus. Over here you can see it as a lesser weightage, 17 marks, but if I turn on to December 2021 examination analysis, there you will see that rules command an equally important weightage. So we'll be turning to that as well, right? XBRL is holding 4 marks, so again a relatively comfortable kind of a chapter. Now if I focus on cost accounting standard, then guys, cost accounting standard 1 to 10 are the most important cost accounting standards. And cost accounting standard from 11 to 24 are more so theoretical, because these CAS are more practical, these CAS are more theoretical. So guys, what you have to do is you have to thoroughly prepare 1 to 10, and for 11 to 24 you just revise the uncommon points. What are the uncommon points? So guys, there are 2 parts to each cost accounting standards. First part are the common points, second part are the uncommon points. So for example, common points are finance cost will not be included in cost of any material or labor or anything else. That is a common point which will be same across. So you need not remember or need not study that particular point from cost accounting standard 11 to 24. But if you talk about pollution control cost, then there is an uncommon point which is there in pollution control cost, which is how do you account for the cost of future remediation pollution control cost. That is an uncommon point. So for cost accounting standard 11 to 24, you have to just remember the uncommon points, guys. You cut down all the common points. You need not revise the common points again and again. That is not the ask. That is not the requirement. So you need not revise the common points again and again. Just specifically highlight the uncommon points and just delve into the uncommon points, and that's it. You are done. Okay. So that is how cost accounting standard is to be prepared. So this is the bifurcation of the marks which is there in June 2022 MTP, which has been recently released by the institute, and this clearly demarcates what are the important chapters. Cost accounting standard and rules, of course, needless to say. Internal audit, management audit, yes, very very important, 2 theoretical topics, chapters. Management reporting in different functions, that's it. So these are the important chapters which have been culled out from MTP of June 2022. Now let us see the weightage of marks of December 2021. This is the weightage of marks of December 2021. Okay, I've jotted down all the chapters from which the questions have come and how much marks would they command in December 2021 examination. Okay, I've jotted down all the questions up till question number 9. So you'll get 9 questions. 9th question is section D, which is the lengthy question. Okay, so these are the various marks. Now coming on to the summary, we'll discuss the summary over here. This is the summary, guys. That's the summary. So we're going to discuss the summary, and then we are also going to see another summary which has been prepared. So let us see, first of all, let us see this summary. All right. So this summary clearly showcases the important aspects of the subject which have come by in the December 2021 attempt. Okay. Basics chapter, the first chapter, 7 marks question from basics chapter. Cost auditing standards, 10 marks from cost auditing standards. So point to be noted, my lord. Although it seems that cost auditing standards are not that important, but sometimes they will definitely hold importance. So you cannot completely ignore that particular chapter. Cost accounting standards, yes. December 2021 has given the due importance to cost accounting standard. 41 marks cost accounting standard. 41 marks, guys. It is not an easy game. 41 marks for cost accounting standards. Cost audit program, 1 mark. Internal audit, yet again, internal audit and management audit are still scoring high. Management audit is still not that important, but internal audit is very, very important. Internal audit is very, very important chapter. Management reporting holding 5 marks, and of course, rules holding 38 marks. So December 2021 was ruled by cost accounting standards and rules. If you are well versed with these 2 chapters, you are through. December 2021 examination. That is how these two chapters are important. This is why these two chapters are important. Then XBRL, 5 marks from XBRL. No question from professional misconduct. So yes, again, this also reveals the 4 most important chapters of your syllabus. Undoubtedly, cost accounting standard and the rules, they are obviously there. Then internal audit is the common point. So these 3 chapters are common in both the analysis, and I would definitely include management audit also in this particular analysis, guys, and specifically management reporting from the perspective of ratio analysis. That is equally important. That is very, very important concept that you should definitely keep in your mind. So yes, this is the bifurcation of December 2021 examination paper. Clearly, guys, clearly, we are getting some hints from analysis of these two papers. We are getting some hints, okay? This is the combined analysis of December 21 examination and MTP of June 2022 examination. This is a comparative chart showing comparison between these two examinations, okay? So basics, 7 marks, 0 marks. Cost auditing standard, 10 marks, 8 marks. Cost accounting standards, 41, 13, and I've already told you 1 to 10 are the most important cost accounting standards because they contain practical as well as theory. 11 to 24 uncommon parts are to be studied. Cost audit program, 1 mark, 3 mark. Okay, internal audit, management audit, yes, combined together they are forming a good score, guys. Combined together they are forming a good score. Of course, MTP has got more score, but still not less in the final examination of December 2021 as well. Management reporting, 527, rules 38, 17. A very subtle XBRL, very subtle question from XBRL, professional misconduct, 4 marks. So this is a comparative analysis of the two papers. Again, the conclusion that I would like to draw is cost accounting standards, rules, internal audit, management audit are the 4 key chapters for your examination. 4 key chapters for your examination. Permutation combination will vary, but the importance is non-negotiable. A disclaimer over here. This is just a rough analysis. Do not absolutely rely on it. Do not say, sir, we are just going to do these 4 chapters and we are through. We are not going to touch any other chapter. This will be a mistake. You will be in for a disaster. Do all the chapters, but yes, special focus, special emphasis on these 4 chapters or these 5-6 chapters which have shown up in the examination. That is the strategy. That is how you need to perform. So yes, this was my analysis of June 2022 MTP and December 2021 exam, and this is a pictorial representation of all the important chapters. And in June 2022 MTP, what was the score? Orange is MTP June 2022, blue is December 2021 examination. This is how your bifurcation of the entire cost and management audit it looks like. Okay, so skewed representation. Skewed means some chapters hold a very great importance, some chapter holds less important. So that is how the chapters are bifurcated. That's how the chapters are arranged. So this was my analysis for all of you. For last 12 days to revise cost and management audit, do not lay emphasis on all the chapters, just mix and match chapters and then complete your analysis. Now let me tell you from the study mat as well, because many of you might not be having my book. Many of you must be studying from the study mat. So if you talk about the study mat, then guys, these are the chapters, okay? Now one thing which I really want to emphasize over here is that in study mat, there's a chapter called Case Study on Performance Analysis. There's a chapter, section D, Case Study on Performance Analysis. Look at this. Case Study on Performance Analysis, 25 marks. This is the chapter which is there in your study mat, okay? Now this chapter is nothing but the practical aspect of many parts of rules and cost accounting standards. So what I have done in my book is, you won't find this particular chapter in my book. What I've done is, I have picked up the practical aspects from this particular chapter and I have included in those chapter where I'm teaching theory of those particular topics. For example, waste multiplier, application of ratios, utility consumption, capacity determination. These are all cost accounting standards. Value addition, rules. So all these practical portions I've included in the relevant chapters where they belong to. Instead of making it a separate heading or a separate chapter, I've included it over there. So for those of you who are studying from study mat, this definitely is included in the very, very important chapter. This is the key chapter for your preparations, guys. So the 4 chapters I've told: cost accounting standards, rules, internal audit, management audit. For those of you who are studying from StudyMat, this chapter is definitely included in the most important chapter. So do not miss out on this particular chapter. It's a very, very important chapter that you definitely have to cover while studying. Rest everything is same: internal audit, operational audit, other related issues. Most important. It is actually justifying 25 marks. It will come for about 20 marks for sure, and it can go up to 25 marks. Management audit, definitely important. Please don't ignore these 2 theoretical chapters, all right? Out of these chapters, of course, the rules, most important one, and the cost accounting standards. These are the 2 most important chapters which are there in cost audit. That is how, guys, you can do smart studies for these few days which are left. And yes, that's all for this particular vlog. I'll be coming up with a similar blog for SPM and BVM as well, with my analysis. My analysis is ready. Just I need to shoot a video which I'll be shooting soon, and will be in front of you with SPM BVM analysis as well. The test which are going on, the test series which is going on for cost audit and BVM SPM, I've received heartwarming response from all of you. Thank you so much for supporting me in my endeavors of attaining good marks. I've kept it free for all the students who are appearing for group 4, the cost audit and SPM BVM test series. You have given me an amazing response, and I'm really overwhelmed by the response which you have given me for cost audit and BVM SPM test series. Thank you so much, and I wish and pray and hope that it reaps benefit for you. It reaps fruits for you. I wish that you score amazingly well in these 2 particular subjects, because I've already told you that these 2 subjects are the dark horses, the black horses, which if prepared well, then they will be saviors in your group 4 and group 3. If you are giving both the groups together, these 2 subjects will help you form the aggregate, and if you are giving only group 4, then these 2 subjects will help you in preparing the aggregate. If you lag behind in CFR or GST, then these 2 subjects are going to supplement you and complement you in a big way. So yes, that's all for this particular small vlog. I'll be meeting with you in many such vlogs till your examination. Now I'm not going to leave you any minute without any thoughts, so I'll be sharing my thoughts using WhatsApp. I hope you are already there on my WhatsApp group, which is made for CM, AD and SPM BVM. I'll be sharing my thoughts over there. I'll be sharing videos, important videos till your examination. So guys, all the very best for your examination. Let's have a strong strategy, strong preparation to make it big in the examination. All the very best, and happy studying.